Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Make sure you subscribe, that way you'll never miss out on another pick a card reading because I do it on my channel every single Friday. Today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading for May. So we're already heading into May and I want to get a feel for what the energy is going to be like. And so go ahead and pick a card pile number or a crystal or even a chakra. So card pile number 1, or the Labradorite crystal. Card pile number 2, the red Jasper crystal. Card pile number 3, the Amethyst crystal. Card pile number 4, the orange Calcite crystal. So go ahead and pick which one pops out at you, which one is jumping out at you. And so let's get into the reading. Pile number 1, or everybody that picked the Labradorite crystal, this is our third eye. So it seems like there's a lot of intuitive energy, like strong intuition energy that's you are going to be dealing with in May. We first have Empress here, which is really funny because the Empress is the Venus card. And we have Taurus that is ruled by Venus. So very, I feel like glamorous energy. It's very attraction, glamour, good skin, love, sex spells, stuff like that would be really good around this time for you guys. What else does the Empress bring? She brings productivity, so it's going to be a productive month for you guys. Also, she comes to give you the message that it's okay to let things go. Understand the rhythms and the cycles of growth and death and rebirth. Very interesting because we are having a Pluto retrograde up until October 6th. If you missed it, I have the reading up already. But yeah, that's the whole energy. Pluto is transformation, death, the rebirth. And it seems like you are going to really benefit from that in the month of May. The Empress also foretells of a very happy and stable relationship, whether that be romantic or like it's not just one relationship, it's multiple happy and stable relationships. And this is when your natural feminine energy comes out. So you guys are going to be a lot more nurturing in May. Now we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is anxiety, you guys. And that's like huddled in between the Empress and the Two of Wands, okay? So let's go to the Two of Wands first. Two of Wands is your sense of direction, you know, deciding your next move. This is your creative energy. This is a lot of potential that is still there, left unfulfilled. Two of Wands is asking you, what do you want? Do you know what you want? It's asking for movement. It's asking for change. A lot of you, I feel like asking you guys, do you have a desire to grow? Or are you afraid of growth? This card is saying, stop standing there. You gotta move on and get on with life. And in between you moving on with life is this Nine of Swords, which is so interesting because Nine of Swords is all up in your head. This is like anxiety in your mind, overthinking, just, you know, chaotic thoughts. The fears are too strong in your head, and there's conflict between your head and your heart. You have irrational fears, a lot of you. Phobias, you're frigid, you're antsy, anxious. And I feel like for a lot of you, it was the thoughts of the future that made you that way. It inhibited your growth. And in May, I feel like this is a little story right here. In May, it seems like what was between you and your moving on is your thoughts were so bad it was almost like it was just anxiety, chaos, just fears, just overthinking. Even a lot of you may have started having dreams, or attracted so much negative energy that you started seeing shadows and stuff. I see a huge change in May though, because it goes a flip side of the coin, energy. You know, instead of looking at your fears and the chaos and all the negative, something shifts where you start to focus on love, on the healthy relationships, the roots of, you know, who you are, and you realize a lot, you guys. You could do anything you choose. There's a shift in energy. Now we go over here and we have the card Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. Yes, that's the whole theme of May. You're changing your energy, flowing more with life instead of resisting it and fearing it. You integrate. There's a lot of 4s in your reading, you guys. Look at this, 4, 44. I combine body, mind, and soul to shift all of humanity into a new dimension. You are raising your frequency. And you're being asked to integrate more play, more flow, more dance into your life in May. We also have balance. Now, I want you guys to see something else, okay? We have 29 and we have 2 and 9. So the numbers 4, 2, and 9, Google those. You may find some important information in those. But I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. So I do feel like it's not that you... it's like you merge with your own like shadows and fears, and they no longer have a hold on you. They no longer create a barrier and keep you stuck. So there's a passion that you are going to be wanting to fulfill in May. And yeah, so that is your guys' reading. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, Labradorite crystal, that's really interesting. Dance with life, integration, these things have a lot to do with your intuition and you allowing yourself to feel and sense things through your intuition, which you have not been able to do. Labradorite is also the stone of magic. It's the crystal of synchronicity. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of spontaneousness in May for you guys, like adventure and like spontaneous things, just like spur of the moment things. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye. For everybody that picked pile number 2, the red Jasper crystal, that is the root chakra, which is very like perfect because Taurus energy, it's earth energy, and we have the roots. Our root chakra is what keeps us stable and grounded and connected to our physical reality, to our earth, to our surroundings. It governs how safe we feel in our environment, in our relationships, in our income. So root chakra goes deep, you guys. In May, seems like a lot of the focus will be on the root chakra. So let's start with the reading. Okay, my throat just started to get like, you know, all weird. So what are you guys clamming up about? I'm picking up energy where a few of you may be clamming up about something. As soon as I confronted that, my throat cleared up. So confront it. It will clear up. Everything will clear up. You need to confront it. You need to speak it. Get it out. Okay? Talk it out. Even if you need to talk it out with it like a spiritual healer or a tarot reader or a therapist or a counselor, you guys, anyone, a trusted friend. You need to clear your throat chakra. Clear your throat. Let it out. The first card that we have here is the Knight of Swords. Now, when the Knight of Swords pops up, this is a very driven and a very ambitious energy. It's a assertive, somebody that like really knows what they want. They're very blunt. They act very fast. They rush, they take the shortcuts, they're ruthless almost. Well, they look ruthless to other people. They have a brilliant mind. They're very smart. So, okay, it's really funny because right next to him, we have the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups is someone that is not 100% at ease with their emotions, a little bit uncomfortable when it comes to emotional things. Emotions don't come so easily. It's a soft-hearted and also sympathetic person, a calm person. And so, what a contrast. Do you guys see how he's looking over there? He's looking over there. He's sharp, focused, fast. He's a little bit more relaxed, chill, laid back in his feelings, but he doesn't understand them. I feel like that's kind of some of you, the conflict that you're going through. You're very fast-paced, and you're very sharp with your tongue. You're very blunt in telling people how you truly feel, and sometimes you don't think how your words can truly come across or affect another person. It's somebody with a sharp tongue, you guys, and that's not a bad thing to have a sharp tongue. I think it's important though in how you use it. Do you see the frequencies that are coming out of her mouth? So I feel like there's a shift in energy where you get to experience those two ends of the extreme where you keep yourself so busy that you don't even get in your feelings. And then all of a sudden, watch my Pluto retrograde video too, because Pluto retrograding, it's kind of like, there's a lot of shifts happening and death and rebirth and transformations. And it feels like for you, the transformation is being so blunt and so sharp and so upfront to going in your feelings and becoming a little bit more softer with the way that you approach life in general, you guys. The moon. Let's get into why the moon came up. The moon is heavily related to intuition, feminine energy, mystery, things that you kind of keep within. This card is a representation of your subconscious and your dreams. A lot of you guys may be having a lot of dreams that are trying to show you symbols, but a lot of you may either one, not understand or not remember the dreams, or just not pay too much attention, or literally just try to forget your dream if it was like a nightmare or a bad dream. The moon, it's the balance between the tamed and the wild aspect of your mind. Okay, this is also repressed emotions coming up. And that's interesting that we have the King of Cups, because you're going deep. In May, you're feeling things out instead of just jumping the gun or reacting really quick, or you're a very speedy, swift, quick person. You get an idea, you get a thought, you want to do something, you're going to do it. But in May, I almost see like you get into this meditative state for the entire month of May, where you're kind of like in a trance-like state where you don't react. It's almost like yogi type of energy. The stillness, like that Shiva energy where he just sits in his stillness. I feel like you have that the whole month of May. Rooted. That was my phone. But you're rooted. See, I don't know why. I felt like some energy, some entity, whatever that was like a cheer. I don't know. I got that. You're working with your subconscious to release a lot of fear and anxiety in the month of May. You feel more rather than think. And that's different for you. Right underneath all of these cards, we have choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. So when it comes to there's so much blue in your reading. You guys, look at this whole section is blue. You guys, there's a lot of emotions involved in May. And everything you do it with love. And I feel like a lot of you everything you do, you are going to do it with love. Whereas before you would do it very strategically or calculated, like you would have to have control of everything, and you just very sharp, very blunt, very almost, I want to say, some people conniving, because you just want that end result to be that end result. And so you have to shift and manipulate and control, right, to get it. And a lot of you, that's a very I get a Queen of Swords energy where you just you got to have everything done a certain way. You're very responsible. You're the boss. You're the boss lady. So I get that a lot of you kind of were like that kind of energy, and now you're softening up. So over on this section, we have Archangel Raphael. So if you guys work with Archangel Raphael, this may be him showing his presence to you through the cards. Now, if you don't, because I'm not one that's too familiar with Raphael, but I do understand that he brings healing and knowledge, right? So for me, I would go and work with the deity of Saraswati in the Hindu pantheons. And she does the same, which is healing and knowledge, like healing through the mind, healing with information, which is really interesting. Because a lot of you, that's a huge thing in May, healing with information, healing with knowledge, healing with wisdom, stories, hearing other people's experiences, reading, you know what I'm saying? And then there's abundance coming. You guys are going to be well taken care of in May. Grateful for the abundance nature and the universe provide in my life. You're going to be abundant spiritually and in the physical world in some form. So keep an eye out for that. There's opportunity coming, whether it's an inheritance, raise, promotion, new job, better opportunities. So it's growth of definitely some sort. And the last card we have here is the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. This knowledge that is going to come to you, some kind of information is going to come to you that was supposed to come to you, because it has to do with a past life, almost I want to say talent or ability that you need to unlock, and it's time. You're ready. But you got to be rooted and grounded, but also very in tune with your emotions. So May is going to be interesting for you guys. All right, guys, that is the reading. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye. Pile number 3, or everybody that picked the Amethyst crystal. This is our crown chakra. Crown chakra has everything to do with mental, the mind, our thoughts, our connection to source, our connection to the universe, ethers, divine, God, higher self, whatever you want to call it. And in the month of May, there's a lot going on. First of all, it's high energy. And so you're going to need to stabilize and balance your mind a lot, because there's a lot of energy coming in. Now, if you see this pattern, it's like it's blooming, it's unfolding, right? And then you see this ever unfolding rose right next to it. Look at the synchronicity of that, first of all. So this month may be packed with synchronistic moments, cracked open. It's happening for you and not to you. You may be pushed into something very, very fast in May. First, we have the 5 of Wands here. Okay, so 5 of Wands there was an energy of uncertainty. Okay, no constant vibration, no movement, kind of stagnant. The number 5 represents change, shift, and transformation. Okay, 5 of Wands, it was like a creative process was blocked. You were burnt out. There was a struggle in either your love life, financial life, life in general. There may have been like communication problems with people, but just know that a lot of these were short-term communication problems. If you overcome these communication problems, then this will change this for the better. So in the month of May, I do see things are unfolding, things are blooming, and things are, you know how seeds have to be cracked open in order to grow, right? They crack open underneath the ground and then they grow. So growth takes that cracking open step. And I feel like you guys have really experienced that. And also in the month of May, if you do come across something where you feel like something is just, if you just feel like you're being cracked open or something, know there's a purpose. Know that, let's get into this, okay? Ace of Pentacles. The perfect card that symbolizes your rewards for hard work. This is Earth energy. We're in Taurus season. That's Earth energy right there. Now, this card foretells material wealth and success. This card brings abundance, financial rewards, gifts, prosperity, and growth. 5 of Wands. There's a awakening. Okay, so there was a burnt out energy, right? And look at this. Now all of a sudden, it's like all your eggs in one basket. You're putting it in here. And then we have the Star, which is the outcome. And that is a feeling of release. This is a renewal. It's a rebirth. It's replenished energy. Of course, it's a transformation. It's almost like something was resurrected here. There's hope, and it's a dry, stagnant, burnt out period ending. The Star card is a wish fulfilled. This is a wish granted. It's a rebellious energy as well. So a lot of you may have been like, oh my God, why do I feel so tired? Why do I feel so unmotivated? Why am I lacking enthusiasm? Why can't, you know, like we do that, right? Why is this? Why that? And you're going to understand exactly why, because your spirit and your mind needed rest before this energy comes in, and you put it all here. You put it all into something, and what you get out of it is going to be insane. We have the Love Endures card right here. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So remember that. Sometimes, like, look at the thing I get with this card is that sailboat. It's holding so much, but balancing so still. It knows where to put what in order to balance itself out. What goes in the front, what goes in the back. You see? And then the last card we have here is the Spirit Awakens card. So it says, I embrace my soul purpose and align all aspects of my life to it fully. So you are going to find something where you're going to be focusing very, very heavily on in May. And what it's going to do is teach you, first of all, it's going to bring you a lot of good things. Second, it's going to teach you to align and adjust your life accordingly, to shift things where they need to go so you can sail your boat balanced and safe. So that is the energy of May for you guys. We have the Amethyst crystal, which is all in your mind. So this is your thoughts, you know, controlling your mind and your anxieties, and connection to the intuition, connection to a higher power, a very strong connection to source. I see for you guys in February, or why did I say February? I keep thinking about February in your guys' reading. February kept popping up in my head. So I don't know how that relates something about February. But yeah, that is your reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you really, really soon. Bye. Okay, pile number 4, or everybody that picked the orange calcite crystal. This is the sacral chakra. Our sacral chakra has a lot to do with our sexuality, our life force energy, our creativity. So interesting, you guys. We're starting off with the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is coldness. It's, you almost feel like you received a punishment or heartlessness. It foretells a new life, a resurrection. It's a promise of rebirth after an inevitable death of something. A clearing, if you want to say, like a clearing for something new. Okay, so something like that happened. Okay? Maybe you were punished. A lot of you, were you in jail, or maybe like a family member like really said something to you really bad and you felt like it was a punishment you had to carry. Something with punishment, right? Now, I want to get into this. It's telling me a story. So the sun is right in the middle, but we're not going to talk about the sun right now because we're going to go to 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords energy is moving away from difficulties. It's a blooming, it's a flowering, leaving something behind. Now, this could also be travel, moving, a literal journey of some sort, or also an internal journey. It's moving to a more pleasant environment. It's truly letting go and moving on. This is the end result of something, which you are going to be moving, traveling, or walking away from something. So it's something happened, brutal, and you want to move away from it. But instead you're moving right, like you cannot stop looking at that. And your happiness, the sun is our happiness. Your happiness is smushed right in between. Your happiness is smushed right in between what this was and what you want, which is to move, to go, to like 6 of Swords is you want to bloom. You want a more pleasing life, a more pleasing environment. But it's like you just kind of keep looking at this 10 of Swords energy. The sun, your happiness, is asking you to listen with your heart. You're listening, but you need to hear with a loving heart. You have become pretty cold. You guys are pretty cold. I think this was pile number 1, very sharp with your tongue. But the sun comes to brighten things up. Okay, it's happiness, it's manifestation, it's optimism, cheer, positivity. It foretells that things are getting better. It illuminates, it gives light. So your May of 2021 is going to be illuminated, lit. But follow your heart. Don't act with your tongue, with that sharp tongue. Right over here, we have movement, meditation. I celebrate and honor my physical body through dance and movement. Get moving in the month of May. A lot of you guys are going to be creating movement in your life, both physically, spiritually, emotionally. Whether you're moving to a new place, whether you are booking a vacation, whether you are starting yoga, starting to take walks, or whatever. There is a movement in your physical reality that happens in May. Now, the last card we have is who or what is triggering you. A lot of you may be seeking out either therapy or a spiritual advisor, tarot reader, whatever, just to talk and just to understand yourself better. You may be picking up a book, talking to somebody that reveals insight and wisdom. I feel like in May, you get a lot more insight to who you are and you get more grounded. And also a lot of you, sexuality is awakening. Sexuality is, there's healing going on, there's exploring going on, there's excitement of the sacral chakra. There's also creativity. A lot of you guys are going to be coming out of this energy of looking at the past by being creative. That's your form of movement for a lot of you. So yeah, that is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon.